Listen to Valve's co-founder Gabe Newell's business advice.
People don't buy businesses, right? They buy value that you create for them, right? And you shouldn't ever think of yourself as, I'm going into a business. You should think, this is the value that I'm going to create for customers. That's the thing that you need to be really focused on, is how you can, what is the value that you're creating for customers? Why is the value you're creating for those customers different than the value that other people are offering them, and how you can increase the value of that? So focusing on your customers and how to be valuable to them to the exclusion of almost everything else is a really good approach, right? I see a lot of people go into situations thinking that what they need is a pitch document to VCs to raise capital, and that's a deeply distracted beginning to an organization. If you're creating value for people, the capital will come your way, and probably at a reduced cost than it would be otherwise. Having a big bunch of capital and then saying, oh, I guess all those lies we told in our pitch deck, now we have to go and hire a whole bunch of people to be on this trajectory. I think that's a great way of destroying a bunch of money and wasting a bunch of people's time. So I think the key is to ignore all of the distractions around it and just focus on, how do we make our customers happier, right? If you listen to your customers and focus on them, it's ridiculously easier to build a business. But the focus should always be on your customers and on your partners and on your employees, and then everything else will fall into place over time. Almost all discussions about branding that I ever hear nowadays are like, oh my God, you are so deeply distracted and confused about what you're trying to do here. All these discussions, most of what goes on in the business press targeting small companies is the exact opposite of what people, it changes, the spotlight is in the wrong place. It's like, who are your customers? What do they care about? Like, why would they care about this more than this? Those are the questions that people should be asking themselves. Until you can sort of read your customers' minds and are continuously willing to be surprised by your customers, all the other stuff is really a distraction.